Wait, start. Okay, there we are, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to change some. The names are wrong, but the matchup is again from Pascal Richter against Marcus Egli.
So we got Marcus Egli on the left side.
Exactly.
And on the right side, we got Pascal Richter. So both contenders are local from Bern. No, it's for us. It's great to see. Also, for me personally, to see two of my friends here competing against each other for a spot in the top 8. Congo Hunter wants to see more, so there's more.
There is more. There is more, more, and more.
More and more. And after that, there will be also more Magic with top 8s, and you got a lot of.
Okay, the start of the Shadow deck is, we have to see it now. I mean, normally Shadow is not the deck that plays on turn 1 just. Now it has Channeler and Ragavan, but maybe it can also just set up a big turn on turn 2 with like double the Shadow, something like that.
Roxa already in the graveyard.
Roxa is pretty slow.
Super slow in this matchup.
I think it is funny because Roxa should be a card that if your opponent mills you, it should be decent. But 4 mana against a mill deck is
it's hard. So hard. On the left side, we already see I think this is the graveyard. Or is it the hand?
No,
it's the hand. So there's also this spell from Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Set, which means I think until you get the
20.
CMC of 20.
Yes.
That's a lot.
I think it's 20. Anymore, but I think so. Do you think also it's 20?
I think it's 20.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but I think so. So it's Tasha's Hideous Laughter. But actually, it's really interesting to see a mill deck this far ahead. But not far ahead in the game, but in the tournament. So it's really interesting. And there's another crap. The hand.
It's a really competitive deck. On Magic Online, he did good results for sometimes. It has to be at least 20 or more.
It's another crap in the hand. So 2 craps. I think there's also another land. You can also crack that land. More mill. There's a lot of mill. Roxa number 2 goes into the graveyard. Now it would be really interesting to. This is.
Just say to him the deck. We can see the deck. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's fine like this at the end. Okay, here we see the deck. At the end, we can see it like this.
Oh, perfect. Sorry.
Okay.
There are not that many cards left, but there are still cards left.
I would say half of the deck.
There's still cards left.
Half of.
And there's pressure on the board.
Yeah, but okay. Yes. Oh, Oboro. This is continuous mill.
Continuous mill. And still there's a Field of Ruin.
And there is the Field of Ruin.
Mill again.
But he has no cards in his hand, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
And then there is no card.
No cards.
I think there's 1 card in the hand of Pascal, but yeah, there's Field of Ruin, ruining some lands.
Okay, now the lives is at 19. The cards in his deck are probably not more than, I would say, 15, 20.
But he needs to survive some more turns, but he's on 19 life, the Black Mill player. But still some aggressive threats on the board. But you know, these craps, they also have good toughness.
Now they are like 20, 25 cards. 6 of them will get milled. You can be aggressive also on the library.
Yeah,
Aggressive.
it's possible. So you can also cut the library. So 4, 5, 6 cards from Thoughtseize. I mean, Thoughtseizes are useless anyway. There's a Bolt,
Ooh,
Death Shadow.
That's a really good.
Ooh, there's still some pressure on the board. Darcy for free in the air. At this point, I think it's difficult to say. What do you? Who's favored?
It's really close, I think, because drawing a land would be pretty bad for the mill deck.
Because
yes,
anyway.
they are already borrowed. Fetch land would be fine, 12 cards, but 12 cards is not enough. But at the same time, he has the bolt. Now, I feel like if he at the end now it's just about if he draws a big mill spell or not, and the big mill spell has to be like Tasha's Laughter.
Oh yeah,
because
this will be a big one. Because now with so many cheap spells in this deck on the right side,
it would be a game.
Would be a game.
But now with just one crop, it's not like
it's not enough. Not. Lurrus coming in hand.
Okay. The plan is Lurrus, male creature, land.
Play land. Is it
and
enough?
Then just block.
But maybe he already has to block now.
I think now he has to chump block that shadow. You know, that shadow is already a 1/1. 1/1 is a lot.
But now it's shocked. Fetch shocked.
It's 3 less. This way is a 4.
Now it's a big.
But he's at 16. And now Kroxa comes.
Still has some air.
This, and this.
Boom! There's the big hitter.
I think now he is pretty favorite.
Yeah.
Because the Death Shadow play.
There really has to be a really strong spell.
Yeah.
The left side for here.
Because there is a lot of different pressure.
What do you think about this deck choice of Black Mill in a meta where so many endurance goes up?
There are not many. That's the fact. And Tasha's Laughter is removed from the game. That's also interesting.
All right. Boom. Hit. Damage.
Takes 3 damage from the.
He
took 3 damage from Kroxa because it is carded a land.
This card.
He has a spell in his hand. It's Lurrus. This way. Yeah, Lurrus. 3 is not enough. Question is if we can jump block and go to where he can still win.
4 life. This will be re. But there's a chance for Tasha.
The Laughter should be a win. I think it's the only one.
Oboro going down.
Surgical. That's not enough.
This will be.
It will be 1-0 for the Shadow player.
Because there is still also Kroxa attacking.
So will not deal damage, probably.
Card.
Because he has the card to card.
But he can survive one more turn, I guess.
Let's see. This blocks this blocks this. No, he is oh, okay, with Lurrus and the Crab, yeah. He can survive one more turn. There is another Kroxa, that's the problem. But
I see.
Is enough. He's flying with a dragon. way it's 3 and then 3 from the Croxa.
Gains 3 life from Lurus.
It's no, it's enough. It's enough to
enough to
survive one
survive
turn.
one more
Yes,
turn,
you're
yeah.
right.
So
You're
you
right.
get one more shot.
Because
So that's
now
why I thought
he blocks. Oh, on the crow. He discarded. Okay.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. This way, he will block, and then he will go to 5, take 3, go to 4, and then there is still a Croxa, but one of the crabs is alive. This way, for the moment, Marcus is at 1. Virtually at 1 because there is Croxa in the graveyard, but he has a 1 draw. Draws the laughter.
So he still wants to keep his crab in play and not blocking with Lurus the Ragavan. Still the hope. But I think the land will not solve.
I think he has more than how many cards? This is probably 10 cards, I would say. Maybe less than 10, but not a lot less than Crocs again. 3 life for Pascal. It's interesting. No, it's not for Pascal, it's Marcus. For Marcus.
Sitting on 1. Let's see if the top deck god is with him or not.
Why? Well, Nakato got banned in Modern and Marcus is still legal. It's a good one. I cannot solve this question. Wizard has to work for you.
That's the point.
But yes, the end of the game was there. Tasha was not there.
Tasha was not there, but Tasha would have made it.
Yes.
But you know,
you always need the bolt.
To know Archive Trap, there's always a need.
Yeah, but Archive Trap was not enough because she had to just 4 mana.
Yeah, exactly. So Tasha would have been the answer, but
let's take a look to the sideboard. What happens here? What happens? Okay. There is Crypt Incursion. There is Domination. There is a coin.
What do you think about including Damnation?
I think it's not for this deck. I feel like there's too many things that are annoying for you. I mean, if you include Damnation, then at the end, Croxa was good enough. It's not great, but at the end, it was not fast enough to outrate Croxa. So it feels like Croxa is a big pain for the. I think you will put in Crypt Incursion.
Yes, also take out the 3 Surgical Mania. But on the other side, we got Kalagan's Command, Terminate, Unholy Heat, Unearth, sweet. Engineered Explosives, 3 Nihil Spellbomb, 2 Doughty Voidwalker, 1 Lurus, of course, and 1.
Unearth is pretty good against Mill.
It's super good. What do you think about, let's say, including Kalagan's Command? Getting back something, or is it too expensive? Low. So what would be the options?
I think Doughty Voidwalker could be one option. I don't think the other cards are options. I mean, you need
but
to
why
make
Doughty?
Doughty because it's pretty aggressive
against this deck.
It's
just for damage.
It's for damage.
Just for damage.
3 power hits. I mean, I think you want to be really aggressive.
Yeah, you need speed.
I don't think you want to have Dress Down in you. It's good with Death Shadow, but at the same time, with Death Shadow into play, it will hurt also if it is 5/5.
Anyway.
I mean.
So we got 2 questions in the chat. Is this already top 8? No, this is the last round before top 8. And another question, why Wild Nakato?
Yeah, that's what I answered before. That's
Mother Band. Ah, okay, you already answered.
Yeah, it's as I told you, it's Wizard that has to do something about it. And
It's another world.
I mean, I think a Nakatl should be unbanned. Obviously, I don't think you can print here Dragon Rage and Monkey and leave Nakatl in banned list. I think it's a little bit. Too. I still think the Modern Shadow has all the possibilities to win this, but on the draw it would be harder.
But Nakatli, it's legal, or was it banned, or what was the
It
thing?
was banned.
Ah, it was banned. This is time
Oh
before
no,
I played
it's
Magic.
yeah, it's true. It's
This
not.
must be years ago.
I was not anymore on the spot, but yeah.
Maybe it was banned, but it is not banned at the moment. You can play your.
I don't know.
turn
You know, sometimes they have a ban list. The ban list of modern is pretty huge.
game huge last.
No, not in last year. You know, already some years. that it is. Pretty huge. Sometimes I don't remember which are the cars that are banned. I didn't know that Tibalt's trickery is banned.
That's good. Banned. I'm really happy.
I agree. Totally
I'm
agree.
really happy.
I totally agree.
So our second game started, and we got for our blue-black mill player, Watery Grave and App. One. Will there be a response with a bolt, with a push on the right side, untapped, or there will be a Raga? It gets handled.
Yeah, I think you have to keep
You have to.
the cheap interaction just for the 8 grabs.
Ooh, Archive Trap! Let's see if there's some Croxa action going to the graveyard. Once I played against the mill player, I fetched. Oh, there's one Croxa, and the mill player, he put in 3 Archive Traps after one fetch, and this was just like, yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
this is
had
a brutal
experience
thing.
already.
There's nothing going on Marcus' side. There's a beautiful Flooded Strand. Looks like a Mario Kart on Nintendo 4. Beautiful
I
land.
really don't understand why he Dex was again. I really don't understand it. Still. The Grixis Shadow player is playing X.
Maybe because of the craps. But there is
Yes,
still enough
but,
things you can handle this.
You have 4 balls. You have 2 Unholy Heat. I don't know how much cards against the crops do you want. It's a little bit. Maybe it's
There's
the only
also-
way he can lose.
There's also one Unholy Heat in hand.
Makes strange to me.
There's nothing going on the meal side, which is strange. Ragavan, and there is something going on. And the push.
Pushed. Monkey gets pushed.
It's pushed.
No monkey. No.
It's monkey.
Was this the turn where he? I mean, it's kind of strange he didn't talk Luros this.
Who? You mean the mill player? Or you mean
No,
the other one?
the shadow player.
The shadow player.
Because Ragavan, yeah, but
Well, at least Ragavan
think it's
took
really
one of the removals, so not that much left.
yeah, but Can play it also later, and the turn after he could have played Luros and drop.
Beautiful Thoughtseize, by the way. I like this card style. There's counts. So there must be good cards in it.
Playing 2 counters.
Give me a blue deck that doesn't play counters.
No, it's funny because it's like he's playing like the control game. He has 2 counter spell, 3 fatal push, and 3 drown in the lock that he can use as a
2 other traps.
counter
And
spell
maybe there
way.
will be a land. Oh, we got the fetch land anyway on the board. Oh, okay. One gets counter.
True that maybe explosives just because it's the only way he can lose a fast mill.
And
Explosive
Tano
is
Heat
so late, so slow.
will be the fetch, I guess, to mill some more cards. This crap will find its way to the grid. Switch when players take up their hands, but they don't.
Kind of hard. You have to have a
I think
good
there's
timing.
another drown in the lock. Drown in the lock, Darcy, Unearth. there's the Unearth that we were talking about. Darcy hitting the battlefield. Unearth.
That is a really good hand.
And still having open the drown in the lock.
Monkey is the
You can put in the graveyard as well.
I would not
or
take
thinking about another Darcy.
I would not take them. I don't think it's.
Would you take another Darcy?
Yes.
Or 3 in the air?
Ice. I mean, the monkey gets blocked by the crab, and you don't want to make the crab use. It mills, obviously, it's good. But
Push on Darcy, there is no counter. So now we can maybe switch to the hand of, if the blue-black player.
If you see it, he played the push on the Dragon Rage.
Yeah.
Not on the monkey.
Yeah. Which shows that this is... And there's the counter spell. Okay, we are in a world with one monkey hitting, exiling, casting, doing stuff. Can start to mill the mill player with some mill spells on top.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Green is 1.
And speaking about Kroxa, again.
Yeah, but Kroxa is at the end the game changer.
He's so good.
The mill deck is not fast enough. I read it totally wrong because I thought like the mill deck could be fast, but at the end, without the crabs, the mill deck is not fast enough. And he has so much attrition in the Death Shadow deck against the early drops that it is impossible for the.
And now he really has to play his spells. Yeah, because he will lose the card anyway. Kroxa. Engineered. Engineered on 1. Yeah, which because Kroxa will come back anyway. But I mean, Kroxa is hitting now for 9 damage. The other Ragavan not hit because of the engineered explosives. But yeah, I mean, 9 damage, it's a lot.
That feels like a laughter could do it, but it is hard also for. But it could do it.
It could.
Oh, he's on 1.
Lures. And
we'll play the Lures.
Oh yeah, he has the treasure token. I mean, there's just no cards in hand on the left side, so he needs to draw to remove a spell, and even then, Croxa will come back again.
I think the only option is Tasha Laughter. I don't know if it is enough, but I think it's the only option.
Maybe it's not enough. So let's see. And there's
Ooh, draw 3. Wait. There is another option.
Oh, we forgot about that.
That's not. It's a
Borrow.
Ghost Quarter, a no borrow, and a Drown.
It's game. And
It's
this
game
is
over.
game and match.